What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending where you're at, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about some crypto, to talk more about the markets, where they're at. We've actually had a pretty good day so far. As much as we've been shorting the market and hoping for Ethereum and Bitcoin to come down, shockingly, they've actually held up really, really strong. They've been sort of stubborn, to be honest with you, even when considering all the indicators that are out there. I did go back and look at trends, probably back in, had to have been June of this year, a little earlier in June. So probably about almost a month ago, when June started, we had kind of a similar trend to what we're seeing right now. I'll share that with you guys, and you can make a decision on what you're going to do. I did put in Discord that I was looking to actually long XRP. I'm still shorting Ethereum and Bitcoin. I do think that those shorts will definitely hit, and we're in the green early today. So if you took profits, kudos to you. I know some people in Discord were pretty excited about taking some profits today when Ethereum actually went down to we're down to 219 or 2,419 or something like that. So some people took some profits, and kudos to those people. I'm still holding mine. But before we jump into everything, I do want to say what's up to the A-Team here. We got Guillermo. What's up, man? We got Pinocchio. We got the mayor of crypto in the house here, and Tim Shea. We got Tim Shea in the house here. What's up, buddy? We got Chipper, Kevin. Good to see you guys. We got Maui, Adam. We got Billiam Wright dropping a $1.99 super chat here. Another beautiful day. Heck yeah, dude. Hope all is well with you, man. Hope Denver's treating you well. Hopefully the weather's good out there. We got Z Goals. Cool Cat. What's up, man? We got Jeannie, William. Crypto Stacks will be in Seattle in 2 days. Oh, nice, dude. What are you coming up to Seattle for? These swings have been awesome. Yeah, the swings have been pretty damn good. I'll be honest with you guys. Swings have been really, really good. Short limits. Let's see. Yeah, the BTC shorts have been a little rough. I mean, that's been kind of tough, but hey, we're definitely holding on strong. So we got 808 Mimis. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Chad, Donnie, Ryan, RPM Pipeline, Kyle, Arizos, XRP, Moto A-Team. What's up, man? Tobias, what's going on, man? And then we go over here on TikTok as well. What's going on, everyone here on TikTok? Appreciate you guys all coming in and kicking it. We're just getting started now. Okay, so let's actually jump into it today. As you guys know, the markets have been actually doing pretty dang good. If I have to admit, I mean, markets are doing good. Oops. For some reason, I didn't share my screen, so that's always healthy. There we go. And here we are. As you can see right here, the markets are actually doing, like I said, decent. Bitcoin's back up about 0.1% over the hour, 3.56% up over the last 7 days. Ethereum's still struggling in the red here. So it's crazy how some of these, cryptos are a little, I don't know, off. They're not on the same wavelength right now. So some of the indicators have been mixed. I'll be honest with you. Some of the indicators have been really mixed. And we're going to have to sort of see how this plays out. I'm still believing that shorts are the way to go. I did say that I'm looking to long XRP at some point, probably today, and I'll show you the reasons what I'm looking at here. It's up to you guys to make the decisions. Like I said, the chances of XRP, even if it goes down to 203, even if you were to buy this right now and it goes down to 203, yeah, you're probably down a couple $100 on a leverage trade, but it has a good opportunity to work its way back. Like a lot of these, if you can stomach some of the pain, you can win most of your leverage trades. So that's the positive thing coming from this, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, some people want to time the top or time the bottom perfectly, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. However, we can see other ones right here, like HBAR, Hedera's coming back strong. Sui's come back strong. A lot of these things have come back strong over the last probably 7 days. We've had a pretty big fallout earlier on, but I mean, yeah, things are looking pretty good now. Things are starting to rise. So we're going to try to with these positive momentums. There's always going to be a time where this comes back down. There's going to be a time where this comes back down and settles down, right? It doesn't mean that it has to come down significantly. We're talking a 3%, like a 3% drop. Perfect call. You know what I mean? So those are looking good. Stock market. Obviously, we saw right here, the S&P 500 hitting an all-time high. This is great. But if you look at the history of the S&P 500 hitting new all-time highs, what do you think happens after that? Like if you were, I mean, it doesn't take a brainiac to tell you guys. I mean, you could probably guess what happens after these. Every time the S&P 500 hits an all-time high, what do you think happens? I don't need to tell you guys. I already know what happens. So, yeah, that's important to know, is that when the S&P 500 actually hits their all-time highs, the shorts come in. We will be having a little bit of a pullback. We'll bounce back up and hit another all-time high again. But realize that usually when we hit these things, we come back down. We do come back down to some degree. What's your TikTok ID? Just Awesome Austin. Awesome Austin, same thing. So, yeah, you can come over to TikTok if you like. Let's see over here. We got It's not like with all the other coins. Yeah, Bitcoin's a little bit different. Bitcoin and Ethereum have been super stubborn. Why are there people on TikTok saying XRP is going to go very parabolic? It never does. I don't know. I don't ever say XRP is going to go parabolic. I mean, we're out here shorting XRP. We short XRP almost every other week, if not almost every week. I mean, we're buying longs on XRP and we're shorting XRP. I mean, we're playing the indicators, dude. You know what I mean? And I have a long-term bag of XRP. And if it goes crazy, dude, count me in, man. That's a win because I got a bag. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter with any of these. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, HBAR, you name it, dude. XLM. I mean, we've been holding these things for so long that it doesn't really matter if they go up or down. We're just playing the game, the daily game of up and downs. Are we doing longs or are we doing shorts? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Over the next 48 to 72 hours. That's kind of been the goal. I've been in my Ethereum and Bitcoin. I could have sold out on these yesterday. I was up like $100 on each of them, so like $200. And I was like, man, I got maybe I could have probably pulled out of those, but I was like, oh, I feel like it's going to come down a little bit more. So I held on to those, back in the red on it. But I still feel with my indicators, I still think that there's a chance where we lose this 3%. So I'm not even sweating that. But you can see right here, the S&P 500 did hit it. But what's happening today is the May PCE inflation, the Fed's preferred inflation measure, rose to 2.3%, in line with the expectation, which was positive. That's why we're looking pretty good today. The core PCE inflation rises to 2.7, above expectations of 2.6. It says PCE inflation now rises for the first time since February 2025. The Fed pause will most likely continue because of this. And so that's just something you guys got to consider when looking at these, is that some of these indicators are a reason as to be positive or negative. But overall, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still seeing inflation in the markets. One great thing today, you guys saw this come out. Ripple is eyeing multiple new acquisitions after their $1.25 billion hidden roads deal. You know that they tried to come out here and acquire Circle before they hit their IPO. They're out here going to try to accumulate more businesses. This is great. However, I do want to say this is that mergers and acquisitions are just not in the cards. So it's kind of crazy that Ripple is out here doing this, knowing this is how much money they have on hand. Because usually when you do merger and acquisitions, you're going out, you're getting money from the bank to acquire these things, all that kind of stuff. That just shows you how much money Ripple has on hand. Because if you don't know, mergers and acquisitions are actually not doing too good as of right now. The merger and acquisition. Where's my merger and acquisition? Did I delete it? I hope I didn't delete it. Damn, I might have deleted my merger and acquisition. There was a chart up here about mergers and acquisitions. But yeah, basically what it was is, let me go see if I can find it real quick. There's a mergers and acquisition chart that came up here earlier. And that merger and acquisition chart basically was just saying that like our mergers and acquisitions are significantly down over the course of the last, I don't know, probably 4 years. Yeah, right here. Here it is. I accidentally deleted it. There you go. You can see right here, the global merger and acquisition activity has stalled. It says merger activity monthly deals count just has dropped roughly 1,250% to 1,250 for the first time on record. It says this is the lowest merger and acquisition activity since 2020 and 2008 financial crisis. Like, that's not good. That's not good. But what it also tells you is that when you look at where we hit the lows on these, if you're looking at the chart here, when we hit the lows of these things, we have massive breakouts. So even with this coming down, we're still having a really good market. Like, we're having all this tension across the Middle East. We're having all this tension in Ukraine and Russia. We're having like a lot of tension across the global scale, like on a global scale. And what's crazy is these merger and acquisition deals are just not happening. Interest rates are up. Inflation's at the highest it's been since 1980s. Like, people aren't, taking out money to buy houses, to buy businesses, any of that kind of stuff. And so really what this comes down to is that there's just a massive amount of uncertainty in the markets right now. Indicators are flipped. I mean, we're breaking the S&P 500, yet we're having major deals and our interest rates are out of the roof here. Merger and acquisitions are down, but yet you have where the hell is it? There it is. You have Ripple out here just tearing it up, dude, coming out to acquire more businesses. Like, that just tells you what's going on. Yeah, stagflation is definitely, do not discount stagflation. I will 100% agree with you. Stagflation is definitely on the table, dude. Bro, just wait. Things will turn around. Well, the thing is that things haven't really been that bad. I mean, yes, we've had some crazy inflation. We've had some crazy stuff like that. But I mean, for the most part, dude, we haven't had anything too crazy. And so even with all this stuff going on, even CNN, dude, obviously, Trump haters, obviously ultra left, and that's fine. That's fine. But even they're out here going, crap, dude. Like even our economy is better than we thought it was going to be, even after the tariff discussion. I mean, the S&P 500 just hit all-time highs. I mean, like that should tell you something. You know what I mean? And so it's just that I just want to put that in perspective here, that even after seeing all this kind of stuff, like we're actually in a decent position. So when people try to scare you out of like what October is going to look like or the end of this year is going to look like the time is now. The time is now to be in these markets. I guess that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like the time is right now. Everything's at the bottom here. And if you look at all the indicators, all the charts, if you're trying to buy the bottom, you're trying to get in at the right time. I mean, the time that's like screaming you in the face, like it's now. It's now. So like, I don't know how else to be more clear with where we're at, right? So realize that, I mean, we're at all-time lows, and we usually don't go past the 1250, right? We're right at the 1250 right now. We haven't passed the 1250 in literally over 25 years, dude. We haven't gone below the 1250. We're at the 1250 right now, which means that we're most likely going to bounce back from this. So just look at the indicators that are staring at you in the front of the face right now and just realize that things are not as bad as they seem like they are. Yes, we're shorting things on a daily. Yes, we're shorting things here because the market has its ways, its ups and downs. But overall, the market is actually going to be super bullish coming here towards the end of this year. We already know that 2 rate cuts are on the table. We already know that the big, beautiful bill is going to pass, regardless of how you feel about it, regardless of if it's going to bring $15 trillion or $55 trillion in debt in 2055, like they say, right? Doesn't matter. It's going to pass. It's going to bring a tax holiday in. It's going to bring, wages. It's going to bring, it's going to decrease the taxes on the middle class. I know you might not agree with it. It doesn't matter, but that's what's going to happen. And we're going to actually bounce really nicely out of all this. I guess I couldn't be more clear with that. Like just looking at this, like you should be bullish with anything that you're doing right now. Yes, sometimes it feels like when you put a short in, you're like, man, I'm being bearish on the market. No, you're not being bearish on the market. You put a short in. You're putting a short in because the market's telling you to put a short in a 72-hour window. That's not being bearish. That's just playing the game. Okay, so people that short the markets are just playing the game. They're not shorting the market because they're bearish. They're shorting the market because they're playing the game. All right. But overall, the bullishness is right staring us in the face. Like we're gonna hit some really bullish momentum here coming up at the end of this year. It's right there, dude. And the longer they prolong this, the bigger the pump's gonna be. The longer they prolong the rate cuts and not actually cutting rates, the bigger this rally is gonna be. So the more they actually put pressure on this, the bigger the pop is, dude. We know that. No different than a wedge, no different than anything else out there, dude. The more you suppress it, the bigger the bounce. The more it goes up, the bigger the fall, right? The more you suppress it, the bigger the bounce, dude. It's just as simple as that. It's always been there, time and time again. History will always do that. And so I just want to, again, just anyone out there that's trying to be a bear on the markets or be a bear on the presidency or what Trump's doing. Doesn't matter who's in office, dude. The markets are going to continue to do what they're going to do. And right now the markets are looking pretty damn good. Do you boo-boo? Absolutely. Do you boo-boo? I have lost more than 30K in XRP. What would you do? Buy the top? Well, hopefully you're not. Hopefully like that wasn't like a leverage trade. Hey, and if you haven't sold, if you're still holding, you haven't sold, you haven't lost. I mean, a lot of people have bought the tops, dude. A lot of people bought the top. My buddy bought the top 8 years ago on XRP. He held for 8 years and he ended up making a profit on it, right? His average price was like $3 and he ended up selling it for like whatever it was, like $3.40. And he ended up making a profit. Yeah, it took 7 years to get there, but he never sold. He didn't lose. He actually lost. He actually won. But yeah, sometimes it does suck to buy the tops. Like, trust me, dude. We've all been there. We've all done it time and time again. Another thing right here. The reason why gold, all right? Everyone's like, why is gold going so crazy? Why is gold going so crazy? Well, the stats have come out. China is diversifying its currency reserve out of the US dollar. And where do you think they're putting it? They're putting it right into freaking gold. It says the shares of US Treasury holdings in total Chinese FX reserves has declined by roughly 15% points since 2016, approximately 22% near the lowest it's been in 15 years. Over the same period, gold shares have risen 5%. This trend accelerated in 2022, and since then, gold shares of Chinese reserves has now doubled. And literally, just over the last couple months, the reason why gold has been going up is because China has been acquiring gold. China is like one of the biggest drivers of gold right now, and they bought over 200 tons of gold since 2022. Gold is now more desired than ever, especially when it comes to China, because they're trying to diversify from the actual U.S. dollar. So when everyone was going, wow, why is gold going all the way up? Why is gold? Well, realize that people are actually China, I should say, through the whole the tariffs and everything like that. They were saying, well, screw you guys, we're just going to diversify from the U.S. dollar and start buying gold. And that's exactly what has happened here, which is just it's crazy. But I mean, that's what they're doing. So just realize that gold is not a bad something. It's not a bad asset to have. Dude, yeah, Parker, like I've said this time and time again. Yeah, you should definitely be learning to short and long the markets while you sit here. Yeah, I mean, if you're in crypto, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I've said this. If you're in crypto and you're just spot trading and you're like buying here, you're DCAing in, I think that's great. I think that's fantastic that you're doing that. But like that's just one piece of the market when it comes to crypto. Just one piece of the market. And if you're really going to be engaged in crypto, engaged in the trading of crypto, you got to learn how to long and short the market. You got to learn how to do that. Like it's just part of the game, dude. And so, and again, I wouldn't say to go invest all your energy into it, but I definitely think that you should do something. Austin's so positive. I appreciate you, weaponry. Never sell. Yeah. What is the best way to buy a gold ETF? Gold ETFs. You could do ETFs. You could buy it on the open market if you wanted to. You go onto a Charles Schwab account and buy commodities right now. How long should you hold XRP? I mean, I've been holding XRP for I don't know what, 4 or 5 years now, 4 years. XRP for 4 years now. Yeah, I've been holding XRP for a while, dude. I've been holding it since 30 cents. I also can't believe we are still below 250. So stupid. Yeah. And so let's look at the charts here, dude. So this is where I put out a so I'm gonna play a scenario for you guys. So in Discord, I did talk about I'm gonna probably wait for the next couple hours. This was right around, so XRP was at 208 when I posted this in Discord. So 2 cents, it's actually jumped up 2.5 cents since I posted this in Discord. And I said that what did I say? I don't know exactly what I said, but I basically said, hey, dude, like I'm potentially looking to jump into an XRP long. And the reason why is because there was just some indicators here that were pointing me in the right direction as to why a long can happen here. And that's not to negate the fact that I have shorts in here as well. As you guys can see, my ETH is now, I'm back in the positive on my Ethereum short. So, ETH is still going to come down. I'm back in the positive on my Ethereum short. We're up like $20 on that one, but that doesn't change that where XRP is going to go here. And I'll show you the reasons why. So I know some of you people on here on TikTok can't see the charts, but if you want to, you can come over to my YouTube and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So very, very similar here. So back on June 5th, which was Thursday going into Friday, we had a pretty big fallout, right? Not a big fall, but I mean, roughly we went all the way down about roughly 9%. Okay. Well, if you go back here and you look at where we're at from this fallout, we're roughly down about 7%. Okay. Well, you can see right here, same indicators. We're on the 4-hour chart right here. We're at the very bottom here on June 5th. Right now, we're at the bottom here on Friday, June 27th. Okay, this morning when we woke up, and you can see we're at the very bottom of the 4-hour. We're very bottom of the 4-hour. We moved to the 12-hour. Same line here. Look at this. We have this nice little indicator showing us here where it comes down. It taps right in between this downtrend right here, and we usually double. You can see we usually have like a double top when it comes to the RSI. We usually come back down halfway or come down, touch a level and come back up. Well, you can see right now that we're actually in the same exact movement as we were back on Thursday the 5th. Today is now back on Thursday, June 26th, which was yesterday. We're in the same exact lines. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to play out like this, but I'm just saying, like, look at the trend, and we're in almost in the same levels. Okay, look at this, dude. We're at the same level here at 209. Crazy to think that we're at the same level of 209 from June 5th to here we are on June 27th going into this weekend here. Also, if you want to pull back another indicator as to why this could be positive is look at this, dude. Every time we pass the 0.5 on a larger, we pulled this back since April of 2025. And you can see that right when we get a little bit below the 0.5, we have a nice little bounce back. Look at this, dude. Get a little bit below, we have a bounce back. You get below, we have a bounce back, right? We have this pretty good game of bounce backs. We go back to November 5th right here, June 5th. What do you think happened on June 5th? Look at this right here. We came just a little bit past the 0.5 and went all the way back up to 230 here. So That's on a larger fib. Let's go to a smaller fib. Smaller fib showing you the exact same thing, dude. Even on a smaller fib, look at this, dude. We came down to the 0.5, and now we're looking to bounce back. So I'm not saying that like we're going to have this bounce back, but indicators are telling us that technically here, like based off what XRP is showing us, that like it's not a bad decision. It wouldn't be a bad call to actually put a long in on XRP based off of what we're seeing here. And I put that out at 208. It's up 2 cents already since doing this. And I said, I'm going to wait 4 hours. I'm going to wait 4 hours before this happens. And that was about an hour ago. So I have about 3 hours. So about the 1 o'clock marker is really where I'm going to figure it out. And if you want another indicator, that's what is happening here is if we go back and we look, you can see right here that right at this peak right here on the, this is the MACD, or if some people like to call it, it's the moving average convergence divergence. Some people like to use it. A lot of people in our Discord like to use it. That's why I started to pull it up here for you guys. But you can see right here on November 5th or on June 5th, we had this crossover right here, right? We actually were under purchased and then we became over purchased. Right now we're actually under purchased and we're going to probably move up and become over purchased. So again, you're seeing the same exact trend over here that you're going to start to see right here. We see a same trend here. We see a same trend here. And the 4 hour and the 12 hour are lining up perfectly here. So that there's a lot of indicators here. Plus the fibs are telling us that we actually hit this 0.5, probably a nice time. So now you're having multiple indicators that are telling you that this is basically a potential buy signal. It's up to you to make that decision. Like I said, I'm just telling you what the charts are. This could completely fall out. Like this could, because again, we're still short in the market here. Like you go look at Ethereum. Ethereum's on a different pathway. Ethereum's on a completely different pathway right now. Ethereum's actually at the very top. It's been sitting at the 12 hour for literally since Tuesday. We've been at the very top of the relative strength index here. So, I mean, we don't sit at the top very long. I mean, like probably in the last year, dude, we've been up here. I mean, this is the longest we've been up the top this whole year. We've been sitting at this 12. Look at this, dude. You guys see this? Let me zoom in a little more. Look how long we've been sitting up here. We don't sit at the top very often. And this has been just brewing, just sitting here at the top, not moving on the 12 hour. That's concerning, right? That for me, that's like, hey, that's a short signal like none other. The 4 hour has now come back down and is showing bearish. You have this you have the MACD here, and this is starting to come back over and cross. It's going to eventually cross back over, and the signal is going to be when this actually crosses back over this line. Which again, when is that going to be? You know, is it going to be here in the next 4 hours? We'll know by 1 o'clock, but again, this is all about timing too, right? I mean, sometimes you got to take the risk in trying to time the market or trying to time the buy. And sometimes you miss, dude. Sometimes you miss, sometimes it happens, right? But I mean, you know, like I always say, scare money doesn't make money. So let's see here. Amazon might not integrate XRP. That'd be crazy. Yeah. I just put a long in at 209-ish. Yeah, I mean, and again, even if you come back down, let's just say that it drops down to we're calling for a 203, right? On you're talking about XRP. We're saying that this could come down to a 203, right? 203 could be the buy. That's a 2% decrease, right? And I mean, I guess when you're thinking about that, that's probably if you put if you're leveraging, let's just say that you'll put a 20x leverage on that, and you put $200 in on 20x leverage, you're probably down maybe $50, right? Maybe for it to go down there, but realize that it's going to bounce back. You know, you're taking the risk of being down $50, probably give or take. But you also have a potential for this to do, what we literally just played out. You have potential for this to go back up, and it shows you this has a potential. And if you bought it right now, it has a potential to go up about 10%. Right? You're playing the 3%. We're saying that, okay, there's a 3% loss potential going down to 204, 203. There's a 3% loss in exchange for a 10% gain, which puts us right at 230, right? And again, I don't know if that scenario is going to play out, but there's a lot of things pointing us in that direction. And so are you willing to risk the 3% to gain the 10%? I don't know. Like I said, and again, that's just looking at indicators. That's the gate. There's a Trump indicator out there somewhere. I don't know where the Trump indicator is, but he could come in and demolish everything that we're talking about. He could say one thing, he could do one thing crazy and completely obliterate anything that we got in any positive momentum. So the charts may or not be right. That's why I don't short or trade. Yeah, but I mean, you can usually win your trades. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times we can go out and try to win some of our trades. Do you think H bar is going to pull back? We can take a look at that, dude. People think in terms of money and say XRP is coming for all the money. No, they're not coming for all the money, but I mean, they're going to definitely put out there. I'll be surprised if XRP gets over 235 this year. You think so, David? Damn. I think it's definitely going to get over 235. It's going to get over 235. Big chances in the market, I'll be up all day and most of the night while setting my notifications for price movements. Trump has asked today about crypto. The reporter said that the other side of the aisle will not vote for any crypto bill because he likes it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Marcus, thanks so much for the number 3 gifter badge. That's awesome. Thank you guys. That's cool that Amazon might integrate that. What's going on with the XRP in the new core? Nothing. They're gonna still same as always, dude. Same as always. Nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna let XRP probably play out on this 4-hour window here. Right now, things are looking. I mean, things like I just played it out for you guys. Just can't get greedy when you develop your strategies. Yeah, that's true. Hey, true Ducal. I couldn't agree more. What's up, Moist Mike? Yeah, what's going on, dude? Just like Pi is your new rug pull. Looks like Pi is your new rug pull. The Pi rug. Pi had a crazy rally, dude, and then it's come back down. But let's get to our shorts here. As you can see, even Solana, right? Solana only plus 455. Even Ethereum right here, 18 up $18. Nothing crazy. We've been holding these since Wednesday. You can see right over here, Link, we're up $32. So nothing crazy there either. Powell thinks he's holding a loan against Trump for some. Yeah, the whole interest rate thing is just crazy to me, dude. Like, we need interest rates to come down. I hope you're right with this going back up. Got to get through holding these longs for the last few days. Yeah, I know you've been stressing that my batch. You've been holding on. Hey, dude, kudos to you, bro, for holding on. If you guys don't know my batch, he got in on a bad entry, and has been holding on for these to bounce back. And the goal is for these things to come back. And you can see right now that XRP is coming back down. Like I said, I'm waiting 4 hours before everything that I just talked to you about playing out. I told you guys I'm gonna wait for 4 hours. And again, this could already rally back, but we need some. I want there to be some better. I want the 4 hour to actually reach, potentially get above this 20% on the RSI. But yeah, I'm hoping that we have a nice little bounce back as well. I'm hoping that Ethereum continues to fall out. Like you see, Ethereum starting to come down. We're starting to actually see this come down. Solana. Sorry. Do I've had like the scratchiest throat lately? I got sick. I feel like I'm getting sick again. Leave Adam alone. Gosh dang, sorry guys. Heard ADA? Dude, ADA, no. We're not touching ADA. There's no way in hell we're touching ADA. I'm not touching ADA. I'll tell you that right now. I'll be the first to tell you I'm not touching ADA. So markets are coming down now. Got to let this play out just a little bit. We're going to be in a 4 hour window. I'm hoping where XRP comes down to is in the 4 hour window that I'm talking about. I'm hoping it comes down, hits the 204, and then we're at the bounce back. Like, that's what I'm kind of hoping in this trend right here. Going into this Thursday, Friday right here. Boom, look at this. Thursday, Friday, we hit these lows right here, right? Boom, we come down, we hit some lows here, just like we saw well over here on the sorry, let's go to XRP. I was on the wrong one here. Just right here, that was Friday. That was Thursday, Friday. That was June 25th. We came in here on Thursday, went into a Friday, and I'm hoping we hit a very similar thing here where we hit these lows and then we make a nice little bounce back coming into the weekend, dude. That's kind of where I'm hoping for. It's really what I'm hoping for. You got a 222 long. I've been holding at 198 liquidity. Yeah, that's tough, Scott. I dated a girl named Ada. Worst time of my life. Oh my God, bro. Have a ginger shot? Hell no, I'm not touching those ginger shots, bro. We need a good weekend. Yeah, I mean, you guys think so? Last weekend that was good. Last time we had a good weekend was, well, I mean, even this last week, every weekend we seem to have a good one. We bounce back, right? So here's Thursday, the June 5th, which was Thursday, June 5th, Friday, June 26th. We had a bounce back. We went all the way up. And on Tuesday, the 10th, that's where we hit the top. Okay, we came crashing back down, and then boom, right here on Saturday, June 14th, we hit the bottom. We ran all the way back up, and then what do you think happened on Monday, dude? Boom, 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 all the way down to Sunday, and then we came all the way back up. What do we think happened on Tuesday? Right? Tuesday, Wednesday, we came back down. So now we're coming down to Saturday, Sunday. We're going to try to get down to these levels today and into tomorrow so that we could buy these. We could buy this, we buy this lull here again and get to the next level. So that's kind of what we're hoping for coming up today. So today and tomorrow are the days to be focused for being able to buy the bottoms, if we can, buy the bottom of the market. No, I'm just saying that it's going to turn around. The markets, we're going to, my shorts that I'm in right now, I am closing these shorts today, dude. Trends are telling us right now. I just showed you. Trends are showing us, dude. Look at this. Thursday, Friday, we hit a low. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we hit a low. And then we bounce back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we have a sell-off. We come back up. Look at this. This top of this was on Monday. Bottom of this was on a Friday, Saturday. We go him back over here, right? Look at this, dude. We had new lows coming in here. This was the whole airstrike thing. So, like, again, you can't really count this out. But, I mean, you can already see that even before the airstrikes happened on Friday, we were already at a low again. Then this was the airstrikes right here. So this airstrikes caused this massive decline. Jesus, dude, what is wrong with me? I feel like I freaking have like COVID every time I like have these coughs like this, dude. Like where it's like dry throat, I feel like I got COVID. That's where I always instantly knew. Like I got COVID like 4 times, and like instantly knew like COVID hit. I'm like sore. Like as soon as I got a cough, I was like, dude, that's it. That was the airstrike. So you can't really, and that's a hard thing to like judge against. But really, what we're building out now is we come down over the week. We're here again. We're gonna hopefully hit the bottoms here. I said maybe we come back down, hit this 0.5. Maybe we go past this 0.5. And then we rally back up. So that's kind of what we're pushing for the rest of the day. How many XRP videos has been out there? Well, my XRP video is a little different when I said this is it. I'm saying this will happen. Dude, my cough is so bad. I'm saying this will happen. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you what will happen. I'm not saying this is it. I'm telling you this will happen. This is what's going to happen this weekend. I'm telling you right now. Say what you want, but this is what's going to happen this weekend, most likely. Dude, what is going on? There we go. That's kind of the goal, yeah. That's kind of the goal. Like I said, we want this trend right here. This is the trend we're waiting for. See this trend right I just played out right here? That's kind of what we're waiting for right here. Come down, we hit this low, right? But we're already at a little bit of a different low than we were here, right? This is a higher high to a lower low. We're at a lower high right here. So we could go to a lower low today before we actually bounce back out of it. And like I said, you're just trying to play this trend. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that, like, just pay attention to it and see if it actually plays out today. Be patient. See if it plays out today. That's why I said I'm waiting like 4 hours before this plays out. I already moved money over to my account. I moved money over. Look at that. I moved $526. I'm going to be putting a $500 long in on XRP. Once this actually plays out here in the next 4 to 5 hours. If it could take a little bit longer than that. Some horse paste? What is that? I haven't heard of that. Definitely first time spot traders are sliding into the stream. I'm dumping my XRP. We'll buy back when XRP is at 145. 145, huh? Well, I'll tell you this. Let's play that out. Let's play your 145 out, dude. I can tell you right now, let's go to this one. I could tell you right now that, I mean, if we're looking at the weekly right now, dude, it's going to be really hard for us to get to the one that level. I mean, because eventually we're going to break out of this weekly downtrend. We've been in a weekly downtrend since January 20. Since January 20. Look at this downtrend we've been in. Look at this. This is on the MACD. Now look at the downtrend on the weekly on the RSI. You don't think that we're going to bounce back from this? Hell yeah, we're going to bounce back from this. And when we bounce back from this, it's not going to be at 145, dude. It can't. It just the charts aren't even. It's not even in the cards. Now, if you told me that back in January and we saw this downtrend right here, yeah, I could say, okay, maybe that's potential. But now we're at the bottom. We've already hit the bottom, bro. We hit the bottom right here at 150, 160, dude. I don't know if we're gonna get back down there. This will have to start playing out here soon. And again, October this year, I think we're gonna play out for higher highs. What plays at? Well, we're talking about XRP. At least we all have some catalysts, court cases, institutional buying, ETFs, yeah, IPO. Yeah, I agree, Adam. All that stuff, right? You stand correct. No, you're good. I'm just saying, like, let's play it out. Like, I just think that there's just some indicators out here that are just telling us that, like, that. I just don't know if that's going to play out like that. I mean, here's the previous bull run. Look at that, dude. We're almost at the bottom of the last bear. Look at that, dude. We're at the bottom of the last bear. So even if that's what you say, dude, like, okay, we're coming down hot just like we did here, right? And you can see that, like, we came in and hit bottom and came back up on this last. But this was, it's hard to judge on XRP because of the whole court cases here. But again, now if this crosses over this line right here, the 0, I'll give this to you, dude. Keeping it real. If this crosses over, yeah, you that might be the first indicator that we could drop even further. I'll give you that. But until that plays out, I probably wouldn't touch my holdings. So, yeah, just another indicator to watch. Like I said, some people on the channel like to watch look at the MACD. So, I think I'm going to go nuts if history shows that January 25 was the high point of the bull run. It won't be. I don't think there is, dude. We had the reason why January hit was we had obviously Trump coming in. Everyone was excited. New election. We just had a rate cut. Happen in November. So that was the first rate cut we had in a while. Massive rate cut, right? It wasn't just like a tiny rate cut. It was a big rate cut. And now we haven't had one since. And once rates start to come down, it is gonna change. You closed your ZBC, and I saw that. Was that you that posted like you got like a 400% gain on that thing? I heard 150 a few times. Yeah, I'm not saying that it can, but I'm just saying that's pretty far. So people that lost their $100 portfolio on XRP listening to random people on YouTube, they just mad. Thanks also for your analysis. Yeah, no problem keeping it real. Again, we could look at both sides of it. I'm not saying that it couldn't do something. We don't know what the fallout's going to be, but I mean, this fallout right here was because of tariffs. This fallout right here was because of election and everyone's uncertainty of it. Or it was for, Trump coming into office and the massive sell-off and everything like that. Looking at the weeklies, like zoom out, I think the weeklies are not in a bad spot. The daily right now, not in a good spot for XRP, right? 12-hour, not in a good spot for XRP. 4-hour, starting to work its way up here. Like I said, I think in the next 4 to 8 hours, we can be in different mode. We want this. We actually, tell you the truth, like best case scenario right now. Just a sec. Freaking cough. For best case scenario right now would be for this to come down to 105, 104. Then we get a reset. And then we get all indicators lined up. And when all indicators line up, we're in for a perfect trade. I mean, again, we don't always get the perfect trade, but I mean, that's kind of where we want. We want these indicators to line up. And right now they're kind of working towards lining up. Ethereum's dropping to, what did I say? Ethereum, my goal for Ethereum is 274. Let's see. Let's go to the 12-hour here. My goal for Ethereum is 379, which is top of the fair value gap right here. 379 or sorry 379 or 376. Maybe I said 376. 376 is kind of where we want this to go, which really isn't that far off. I'm only asking for I'm only asking for a 1.53% decrease, just like with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin sitting at 106. Dude, this is gonna be annoying today. 106. All I'm asking for is a 3% decrease. Not even a 3%. Sorry, a 2% decrease. Right at the top of this 104.6. Top of the fair value gap right here, sitting right at the top of this massive amount of support at 104.838. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for, dude. Just give me that 2%. I need that 2% drop from my swing trade, and we're good. We're good. And then we're off to the races. Alonzo, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel. Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much. On BTC, can you have a 2x2? Yeah, you can have two separate ones. You just got to do. I think Andrew was the one telling me. I think you got to go over and do like. I think you go up here and you go to the settings, and then you go to positions, and you just go to one-way trade or order mode. Under order mode, you can have multiple orders of future contracts. Orders will not be combined. So go to order mode right there, and you just hit confirm. And then, but you got to close positions before you do it. So I can't do it. I'm in hedge mode right now, so I'll have to close when I close my positions, I'll probably switch it up a little bit. But yeah, you can do it that way. 3% with 10,000 coins will get you a kayak fee. Yeah, what's up, Alonzo? I'm going with the Bitcoin hits, so 110 in a 5-day window. No, and we could have a bounce back there, right? I mean, we could have a bounce back where this comes back up. I mean, we want this to come back down, and Bitcoin's going to come back down. Like I said, the title of my video, it's going to do it. This will happen. This will happen. I'm telling you right now, this will happen. This will reset. This 12 hour is going to reset. Regardless of what the 4 hour does, this 12 hour is going to reset. XRP's 12 hour is going to reset at some point. I played out the scenario where we talked about it coming down and hitting this, and it very well could. XRP is a little bit different looking at that. But Ethereum, like this is going to come back down. This usually, you don't see the double tops up here. Look at this, dude. You very rarely see double tops with Ethereum. You don't see it a whole lot with XRP or with Bitcoin. You see it a lot with XRP. Double top, double top, double top. So like, that most likely is the scenario that could play out. Not with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Their charts are their relative strength index usually comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. And right now, Ethereum is going to break. I hope it breaks I really hope Ethereum breaks into the 2.3s. Yeah, bud. Yeah, even our Bitcoin's coming down now. 104, dude. I'm calling for 104 by the end of the day. That's kind of I'm being selfish with it because I want my shorts to come out. I want my shorts to pan out. Right now, we're all in the green now. We started in the red on this at the start of the stream. We started in the red. Now we're in the green, so things are looking good. The long we put in this weekend will pay for the ski trip. Hell yeah! I mean, we're gonna definitely put some longs in this weekend, especially if the scenario that I just presented plays out. So it's all aluminum in the air and soil. It's probably true, dude. It's probably this. I probably have all this plastic in my throat from drinking all these microplastics. Ripperino, thanks so much for the €2 super chat. Hi, sup. Just joined. Torres drop when? Torres. Oh, the Torres drop. I know. Torres came out yesterday and just totally obliterated us. She completely obliterated us, dude. ETH, Sol, XRP will all move around the same percentage going forward. Maybe. I mean, ETH, if XRP goes up like 10%, that puts like Bitcoin up like 3%, 3%, right? I appreciate you, Scott. Let's see here. What will happen with the 2% decrease here? We just get down to 104 for Bitcoin. And that's just where my trigger for my short. I have a short in on Bitcoin. And so 104, we're shooting for 104 right now. And it's starting to play out. We're at 16,730. It's starting to actually play out really nicely. We're up almost $100 on our Ethereum short now since the stream. We're at 204. 204 is the price for Ethereum. We bought it at 226. We've been in there for roughly a couple days now. So that's starting to play out. Our Bitcoin we bought at 106,956. That's at 106,710. So we're trying to just get down to 104, and I'm trying to get down to 2,376 for Ethereum. And right now I'm about 44% on my Solana short. So things are looking pretty good. And I think our Chainlink short is still sitting pretty damn nice as well. We're up about 43% on our Chainlink short. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's coming down hot now, dude. This is what we need. We need this to reset, guys. I'm telling you right now. It was just a matter of time for this to come back down. It's going to come back down. I just opened 5 minutes ago, and I'm on the green on BTC and Ethereum. Hell yeah, AirSend. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to come down. The short. I mean, the 12 hours telling us this, dude. The only thing you can see right here on the 12 hour is that we do hit some resistance right here. You can see last 12 hour we came down and we hit right around the 2,381, and that's probably right. I was waiting for 2,376. So somewhere in this ballpark, I'll probably be increasing my stop losses and taking some profits. But the markets are turning now. Right, XRP coming down. We're hoping that XRP comes down to roughly 205, 204. We're already into the middle of the fair value gap on the 12 hour here, which is exactly where we want to be. We want to be at the bottom of the fair value gap at 204, 205. So things are starting to play out. Patience pays off. I always say that to you guys. Patience pays off, and it's paying off right now. 3 days of holding, it's going to pay off. Have to just work through it, okay? Everything has head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Yeah, I know. What's your thoughts on H-bar? Let's take a look at H-bar, dude. H-bar is another one of those, right? H-bar is a little bit different. H-bar has been so hard to read. H-bar has been really hard to read. But again, H-bar is going to be probably coming down. 4 hours starting to work its way back up. Usually we get a nice little... I mean, you know, again, we're probably going to be very scenario that we're talking about with XRP. We're probably going to talk about with H-bar. H-bar 4 hour just broke over the 20% mark. The 12 hours working its way down though. You know, H-bar is tough to read, dude. It's going to come down though. You can see the day chart's already making the downturn. It's already making the downturn here. This was Thursday. Yeah, dude, we're probably going to come down over the weekend. I'm hoping that, you know, this Sunday, we pick it back up. I want to exit H-bar, but my average is 17 cents. I get that. I get that vibe. So one thing that's follow the trend. Hell yeah, Legal. What's up, buddy? Got my boy Legal in here. If you don't know, go follow my boy Legal. Border Patrol in the house. H-bar is ADA for now. Don't touch it. H-bar is ADA. H-bar is a little tough, dude. It's just been a tough chart to read. That's all. It's actually been a really tough chart to read for some apparent reason. Market's getting nuked. Expect lower prices. Yeah, they're getting nuked right now. I told you guys, once the stock market once the S&P 500 hits an all-time high, what do you think happens? I said it right at the beginning of the stream. People are going to start selling the shit out of that, dude. People are going to start shorting the hell out of it. The market's closed here in about what? Market's closed here in about 3 hours, so we'll see what happens today, right? S&P 500's probably come down since we've hit it today. Let's actually take a look at it. Let's do it over the 1 day. Yeah, so we hit our high of 61.87, and we're already down to 61.65. So we'll probably come down by the end of the day. We'll probably come down where we started at 61.54. That'll probably be where it's at. Bitcoin back down to 106.471. So yeah, we're definitely having a bit of a sell off right now. Here we go. Out of all cryptos, XRP is my underdog. Been mistreated for a long time. 100% Nelson. I'm with you. At 5 trailing stop losses, starting at 205 down to $2. Let's hit it. All right. Nelson. If we hit 205 down to $2, that's a pretty good buy. When will crypto next get back to December 24 prices? Probably, dude. Like we're pushing end of Q3 into Q4. We're probably September, October in that ballpark. It's kind of where you want to be. Charts are right again. Charts are pretty good right now, dude. Yeah, Sai and Sui will also lead the alts run. Looks like. Yeah, we were. Yeah, what's up? Are we going to have a bull run? Yeah, probably gonna be Q3. Q3 will probably, that's probably when we should expect some kind of return. So we should expect some kind of return around that time frame. So yeah, markets are coming down just slightly, at least at the time of this filming. You know, Ethereum's back into 402. So there's a fair value gap right here too. Like I told you guys, this is a 376 on the day. You got the 376 on the 12, and you got the 37. It's like the 376 is right here on the 4. So I mean, like all those fair value gaps are lining up on all the charts. Like 376 is well within play. Like I said, 376 is kind of like my take profits. I mean, it could go lower than that, right? But I'm not going to be greedy with it. I, held on to this short for Wednesday, Thursday. Held on to it. We're talking what, almost 72 hours now. We're going on 72 hours of holding this. 72 hours. I think I purchased it at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. What time did we stream on Wednesday? Was it 5 o'clock? It's 5 or 6 o'clock on Wednesday. We streamed, and that's when I put it in. So what is that? That'd be like, yeah, I'm almost going on. I guess 5 o'clock tonight would be 72 hours, which again, right around the time we want to hold, right? 48 to 72 hours. Don't poke the bear. What's up, Big Watch, dude? In September, October, yeah, end of Q3 going into Q4, or yeah, end of Q3 going into Q4. Sounds about right. Caspa's good. I just don't own it. I think Caspa's good. That's a mineable crypto. You can't knock that. Yeah, you can't knock that. What's your number for BTCC? 104. Yeah, 104 is from a BTCC right here. I think we're talking about roughly, yeah, 3. I'm looking for right now, we're looking for about 2%. That's now it's about 1.76%. It was 2% about, I don't know, a couple minutes ago. But yeah, we're talking almost 2%. There's a nice little build. There's a nice little level of support right here, right there. Boom, it just kicked in right there. 104.763, right at the top of a fair value gap. We got a massive level of support right here. So I could see it potentially coming down, hitting this level of support here today at 104. And that's kind of what we want. We want this thing to reset, guys. So I know people are in some longs and they don't want to see that. I know, a couple people are here on longs and don't want to see it come down, but like you need it to come down just a little bit so we can take that next leg. So we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the day. We'll see how it plays out over the next 4 hours. Because last time we came down and hit the 106.408, we had a massive bounce back off that. So we'll see if we can break through this. Who asked me to bring up the liquidations? Was that Hoffman asked me to bring up the liquidations? Let's take a look at the liquidation heat map here. Let's do a liquidation map. So you can see right here, I mean, look at the amount of shorts that are in on the market. Just here at the 107, got 36 million versus 41 million longs. We got 36 million. So we've got a lot more longs at 106. Gosh, dang. Damn, look at the shorts right there at 107.714. We have a lot. Holy crap. 108. Or sorry, I think I'm. Yeah, dude, we have a lot more shorts, dude. Damn. Look at that, dude. 108. We have 469 shorts at 108. Gosh, dang. Some of these longs are going to get wrecked. Holy crap. This comes down to some of these longs are going to get wrecked. This is so fun. It is. It can be fun, dude. For sure, it can be fun. Yes, we leverage trade. We do a lot of leverage trading on the channel. 100%. Market is seek and destroy mode. It kind of feels like that, dude. Trump terminates all trade discussion with Canada effective immediately. We'll let Canada know tariffs in the next 7 days. Is that what's causing the markets to go down? Is that true? Oh my gosh, dude. Here we go. Right. So you can't set aside the Trump indicator right here. Oh gosh, you're right. Breaking. Trump terminates all discussions on trade with Canada effectively. Trump says he will let Canada know the tariff that they will be paying to do business with the U.S. within the next day. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, this is probably why the market's coming down. This is probably what this is going to cause. Again, Trump indicator aside, Gosh, you can't account for the Trump indicator, dude. Trump indicator is rough. See, that's you need an indicator on his anytime he tweets. So now the markets. Let's see if the markets are gonna. I don't know how the markets are gonna react. They're not reacting too poorly. I mean, no reality. I mean, look at dude. Since he made that announcement, Bitcoin's back up to 106,806. We'll see what happens here. All right, it's starting to work out now. Yeah, Bitcoin's coming down hot now. Let's go to the hour. Yeah, the hour is coming down. Jeez. Give it a minute. Yeah, jeez. Markets, the Trump indicator is rough, bro. A Trump indicator. I know. I need a Trump indicator, dude. Anytime Trump tweets or puts out something on Truth Social, we need like a pop up right here, like something like. Someone needs to make a Trump indicator on TradingView. I've already tagged TradingView like a couple times. Like, dude, make a Trump indicator. Like when he tweets, we get a notification that pops up on our freaking on our thing here, so we can like have an alert for it. You know what I mean? Like we need a Trump indicator. You think I'm lying, dude? Someone's gonna come up with it, dude. I wish I was tech savvy and could make it. I'd sell that shit to everyone. Even China negotiated, but Canada thinks they're too good. Yeah, dude, it's coming down hot, dude. It's coming down now. I really hope you guys held on to your shorts, like not your pants, but like your shorts. For real, Austin, make the indicator. I don't know how to, dude. I don't know how to do it. I've just been trying to get. I've added TradingView a couple times on X to like, hey, dude, make this indicator. Yo, Bernie, what's up, my guy? Austin eats cucumber sideways. I have screenshots, by the way. What's up, Bernie? I haven't seen Bernie in a minute, dude. What's up, bud? Ask AI to make one for you. I probably should. Will the market continue to go down these 7 days? Send the screenshots, Bernie. Bernie's been so MIA. I haven't seen Bernie in like 6 months, dude. I didn't even know you were still alive, bro. We were just talking about you. You got all knocked up and married and ready to run. You know, I mean, can you make it just pop up on the corner of the stream like a bullhorn or a red exclamation point? Something. That's what I was saying. Like something. We need something like right here. For sure, need something right here. That would be awesome. Yeah, markets are. Something's happening. I mean, the markets are definitely moving. They're fighting back, though. The markets are definitely moving. They're fighting back. I think we're gonna go down and grab the liquidity for the 205-ish today. I mean, with that announcement, anytime he says tariff, dude, unless it's baked into the markets now where everyone's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. Trump keeps saying that, and it is what it is. I mean, look at XRP. XRP is climbing back up to 209 right now. Ethereum's back to 204. maybe this is baked in. Yes, I got a second wife, first wife, left in Pakistan. Wow, dude, that's pretty messed up. You'd leave her over there. How about a degen play today, Pepe? Pepe would be a degen play. Legal. I have longs planted on BTC from 82 to 89K. Oh, damn. That's pretty good. Yeah, so even after Ethereum bounced back down into the 2.3s, it's bounced back up. We'll see if it can sustain. What do you say about tariffs today? He just basically said, we have just informed that Canada, a very difficult country to trade with, including the fact that they have charged our farmers as much as 400% tariff for years on dairy products, has just announced that they are putting a digital service tax on our American technology companies, which is a direct and blatant attack on our country. They're obviously copying the European Union, which has done the same thing and is currently under discussion with us. Based off the egregious tax, we are hereby terminating all discussions on trade with Canada, effective immediately. We will let Canada know that the tariffs that they will be paying to do business with the United States of America within the next 7 days. Thank you for your attention. He's just saying what it is now. Gosh dang, dude. He definitely knows how to obliterate a market. That is true, dude. His tweets definitely know how to. His tweets definitely carry weight. But I'll say right now, the markets are not reacting as heavily to his announcement. So regardless of how you feel, I mean, everything's bouncing back as of right now. We'll see how far this can actually go. Bro, you said you wouldn't tell anyone. Still in your shorts, Austin? Are you getting out? Still in your shorts? Yeah, I'm still in my shorts. I have numbers in mind, dude. Like I said, I want to hit those numbers. I could be maybe I'm being a little greedy, but like my I'm not gonna just take a short. I've been holding this long enough. I'm not gonna just take it for $15 or $8. I mean, this ETH one's at $100. It's not too bad, but I think that there's still some numbers to be played out here. And if I miss, I miss. But I'm kind of all bought in right now. We'll see how the day plays out. We'll see how the next 4 hours plays out, anyways. Canada has so much paperwork and troubles. Oh, really, Terry? That's crazy. 90 deals in 90 days. I think we have like one. We have China. We definitely have China. China's deal came in. That's kind of nice, right? Let me know when you have the Trump indicator built, dude. That'd be so awesome. Trump is using his power to buy at a discount, dude. It's crazy. What are we thinking on the play of the day? Play of the day is to hold your shorts. Are we thinking? Yeah, Circle stock taking a huge dump. I told you, Vegas, Clyde. I mean, that thing was primed to come down, right? It was primed to take a dump, and I guarantee you now. Let's see where the stocks are today. I bet you we flipped now, right? Have we flipped? Well, we haven't flipped completely, but we're definitely might be coming down. That's true. It does chime. So that's what I'm saying. But it'd be funny if it pops up on the chart. He basically tweeted that they're going to be taking tariffs. They're canceling their trade deal discussions with Canada, and they're just going to tell Canada what they're going to pay. Looks like an inverse Head and Shoulders. How long for XRP? I said anywhere from 4 to 8 hours before I make a decision on whether because again we're going to play out the scenario. I mean, this weekend, hopefully we hit a bottom this weekend, and then we play the game every Saturday, every Sunday, Monday. We seem to have a nice little bounce back. So. Guys, don't long, you'll get wrecked. Yeah, you're going to have to hold out. Probably hopium, copium, you'll have to hold out. I wouldn't quite hit the long button right now. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. Like I said, I'm going to try to see how these play out. I was born ready. Oh, he's making his own indicator? Gotcha. Okay. Bitcoin dominance? I was just looking at Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance at 65. That's good, dude. Jeez. 65 for Bitcoin dominance. It's pretty good. Yeah, Ethereum's making a nice little bounce back right now. Austin, how's fan and the kiddos, bro? How's soccer going? Dude, soccer's been great, man. Soccer's been great. We just got done with the tournament. Kids did great. Fans doing awesome. Yeah, everything's great, man. And again, I hope all is well with you, man. Hope everything's good, dude. I haven't seen you in a while. We were actually just talking about you the other day. I can't remember what day we were talking about you, but I was asking about you, and that's when fans said he's married now, so he doesn't hang out. So I was like, what? I've been watching the Club World Cup over there. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been good, man. Miami's been kicking ass. I mean, we got Messi. What can you say? I pay a lot of money for my Spanish classes. Is BTC in a bull flag pattern? I mean, I guess depending on how you want to look at it, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be in a bull flag for sure on the 4 hour. You could look at it like that. But, I try not to use like bull flag indicator stuff for like all that kind of stuff. I try to just look at the simple indicators. You've been living in Maine. You're in Maine now, bro. You're not even across the pond. You're like in Maine. Have you always been in the States? You haven't been in the States, right? I thought you were over in like England, bro, or like you're across the pond. I have 2 doors down from Morgan Wallen's cousin, Sid Wallen. What's up, Ghost? Long time no see, man. Hope all is well. Oh, San Diego FC season ticket holder here just took first place in the MLS Western Conference. Let's go. Yeah, dude, San Diego's pretty good. That's awesome. Yeah, super awesome. Robinhood launches micro future contracts for XRP and Solana. Really? Huh. That's good. I can't believe, man, Trump just knows how to just come in. We'll let Canada know. Dude, it's like the number one thing over here. Damn. They are not messing around, that's for sure. Just the stuff on X, dude, crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy right here. Huh. I mean, it is what it is. I want to say. I wonder if the stock markets are gonna. I want to know if the stock market's gonna come down off this. It's actually going up. It went up by the S&P 500 went up by a point. The market can either go either way, but no one knows which direction. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to know which direction this goes. Maine is where the parties are at, bro. Open this honky tonk bar. Males only. Leave your bird in the parking lot. Oh my god, bro. I'm good. Been traveling and buying properties. Oh hell yeah, Ghost. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. Kudos to you, man. We actually have a boss in charge of the country now. It's great. You talking about Trump? We don't need Canada at all. You don't think we need Canada? The XCN chart. I don't even look at the XCN chart, dude. Yeah, I don't even look at the XCN chart. I have it on here, dude. Did like mobile completely rug? Did Helium mobile rug? That's weird. That chart's not there anymore. Let's see here. 0.01. Yeah, I don't even look at XCN, dude. I know a lot of people here like XCN. I just don't. I mean, the 4 hours down, 12 hours coming down. I mean, it sounds like a perfect opportunity to short. It sounds like we should be shorting XCN. I read everything legal. What do you think? Yeah. Canada stinks. California, New York, and Canada. Mobile went away. Gosh dang. That's crazy, dude. They just like dipped out. Man, that's wild as hell. So mobile just like straight just dipped. They just rug pulled everyone. We don't need. Yeah, that's crazy. I'd call. That's crazy. Mobile just dipped out like that. Gosh dang. They are not joking around. They're not joking around at all. XCN is my second largest bag. They move down real slow, but when it pumps, it rockets. I got you, AirScent. Yeah, it looks like a shorting opportunity right now. Bitcoin wants that 107. Yeah, Bitcoin's like no joke right now. Even after all that news, dude, Bitcoin bounced back, right? I mean, Ethereum's right on the heels. What's crazy, if you look at the indicators here, I mean, it's still telling you. It's still sitting up here, dude. It's got to release at some point. It's got to release at some point, dude. Give me that 2%, and then all is good. Give me the 2%, and all is good. I got a bag of XCN too. Nice. Plus 9.5. They warned for a while, moved all mine to Helium and Solana. Also got rid of the other one. I forgot the name. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, even that's crazy, dude. Yeah. Oh, you moved. Okay, you moved all yours over there. Gotcha. Look at Bitcoin. All the buy orders right there that is up against is going to be there a while. You think so? We'll see, dude. You talking about buy orders on? Let's open the C map up here. Yeah. Yeah, the liquidation 106 to 4. I mean, that's definitely 3 to. I mean, the longs are outdoing the shorts. That's for sure. On at least margin calls here, 113 to 181. Yeah, there's not. It's not going to drop. I mean, 106. Yeah, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to literally do some massive moves to liquidate some of these long positions out here. It's holding up pretty steady right there. Right here, 105. That's the wall right there. 105, 105.95. That's the wall. Oh man, it's probably gonna take so much for it to get to 2.31 thousand. Yeah, 3.1K Bitcoin. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. I would agree with you on that. It could take a lot to get there. Expect volatility this weekend. Yeah, hopefully, just today, tomorrow, and then we rally in Sunday. So hopefully we rally the Sunday. Order book limit order theorem has it in at the same position. It'll take a while to work it out. Yeah, like I said, I hopefully here in the next 24 hours. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully we have some nice movement in the next 24 hours. Hopefully XRP too. Anyone tell me what is it? What are you saying, dude? That one of the main indicators that I scalp with. Oh, okay. Looking at liquidity. But all right, guys. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. I'm gonna hop off here. We've been on here for a little over an hour and 11 minutes. We're gonna continue to monitor the charts here. I got to go work on the VIP section of Discord. So, and also shout out to BTCC. Just to give you guys a heads up, BTCC has actually refunded some 18 members for their glitch that they had during last Saturday's liquidation event when the whole airstrikes happened. Their thing went down, and they actually reimbursed some people on the A team that were caught in their trades if they got liquidated on the pro side. So people that were in the perpetual pro side, there was a little bit of a glitch, and I reached out to them. I was pretty pissed off, and they came back and they actually reimbursed today a couple people on the A team. So I was super excited that BTCC did that, dude. Like, they didn't have to do that. No exchange ever does that. No exchange reimburse people for mess ups. They just say, sucks to be you. Not BTCC. I had to give them some kudos for that. So just wanted to say that. Honestly, I'm very happy with BTCC and what they've been able to do. So yeah, if you guys are ever caught in something like that, where there's like an issue like that or a big issue, definitely reach out to BTCC. They've actually take care of it. So kudos to them. But with all that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Love you guys a ton. And we're out. Peace out, everyone.